regret, remorse, guilt.
Of your deeds.
Oh yeah, about your deeds, about what you did. Okay. Or actions. Yes, Marlies. But you want to say the same with some of the other people? Which one of these you would find closer to what you're going to say? With whom do you agree more of the people who just spoke? Agree with Rick, or with Sophia, or with Norma?
I have something like the first one.
With Sophia?
Maybe the first one.
And the first one. Okay, and the first. Okay. Rachel.
My question is, what on earth should a good person be like?
What?
What on earth is a good person?
Yeah, okay.
What is a good person, isn't it? Yes. It's a very ontological question.
She is very philosophical. What is a good person? Very more abstract. I mean, she's just more abstract. So, Dominic.
I would agree with Sophia, but my question was, is a crime without punishment possible?
Okay, is crime without punishment possible? And that's close to Sophia. Is crime without punishment possible? Okay, and Tina.
Mine is like the first one.
First of all, what love can make you do? Okay,
And pay.
oh yes, baby.
It's my topic also about love and what is true love.
What is true love? Okay. Now, there are some of the questions are pretty close to what I had in mind, but I want some more clarifications on, how you justify your answers. I was a little puzzled about Roman. I mean, how does DNA come in there? I mean, one of these people is determined somehow, or
it was a kind of joke, but maybe I can change. Maybe I can do some else,
Yes.
other suggestion. Maybe how the evil works in life.
how evil works.
Evil.
Okay, that's evil works. Okay. Now, let me, before we proceed, we discuss these things. Let me say a few things about what I was going to say I'm going to talk about that on Thursday, but I may want to say now, so that you see how this film connects with philosophy. On Thursday, where I'm going to talk also about political philosophy a little bit, I will also say that there is this branch of philosophy which is called moral philosophy, or ethical philosophy. And this branch of philosophy discusses questions of how we should act, what is the right thing to do morally. In other words, what is right and wrong morally, and whether we should avoid doing certain things, and whether we are permitted to do anything we like. So, question, why should we avoid certain actions that we call wrong? What is it that makes us avoid doing wrong things? And evil, I mean, is doing certain wrong things a manifestation of evil in life? And people can be evil and hurt other people, harm other people. Can moral philosophy, can philosophers answer that? Can they give some kind of explanation why people do it? And not only an explanation, but can they also teach us, guide us, not to do these things? Now, perhaps we should just try to eliminate some of these questions, but I don't know how. What do you propose, that we ask people to say more, or I could comment on this. You want to comment on some of the questions? What do you suggest?
Well, I think later on, Stelios can give you the philosopher's answers to this question, and then we can reflect on them. And,
But before we do that, I would like perhaps to zoom or focus on some of the questions, and I'll tell you why. Because all of the questions are relevant, all of the points are relevant, because they're not only, as Sophia said, questions, but they are main points. So, for instance, okay, it's true that there is a question about secrets in a couple. I mean, this guy, Judah, you all know the story. I don't have to repeat the story, okay? You remember it. So, Judah is keeping some secrets from his wife because he's doing something he knows is not good or correct, okay? Can we keep a secret? But I think this is not at the center of what we're going to be worrying about. Or what love can make you do. Now, here I'm a little puzzled because the question is, who is in love with whom and who is in real love? Because, question for you to ponder, is Judah really in love with that lover he has, Dolores, the one who has killed later? Is he in love with his wife and his children, and he made a mistake, and then he says, oh, I'm really in love with my wife, what did I do? And when this woman, Dolores, says, I'm going to tell your wife, he gets frightened. So, but this, okay, these are a little peripheral. They are not at the center. They are issues that come into the picture. But I wouldn't say that this and this, are the central idea or the central issue.
it states ontological question, what is love?
What is love?
Yes.
Yes.
And what is a sexual couple?
Yes. But this is not. But now I zoom and focus on some of the points that other people made, Rick and Sophia, and what is true love? I mean, you said that. What is true love? Okay, let's put this in this group. What is true love? What love can make you do? And should we keep secrets if we are in love? I mean, is it that we're really in love when we keep secrets, or maybe that shows that we're not really in love? But these are let's say secondary, or they come later. What is at the center, or what is the main thing? I think. Let me start with Rick. How to live a life with regret or remorse or guilt about your actions when you do something. At the end, remember, after he has the woman killed with his brother who helps him and so on, he says, oh, what did I do? It was terrible. She was not an insect. I dealt with her like an insect. But then Rick, he forgets, or at the end he gets over the remorse, and he tells Clifford that at the end where he talks, I'll tell you a story, there you can write, and you're a director, let's make this movie, and Clifford says, he would confess, and Ben, the rabbi, has told him, why don't you tell your wife? Of course, this woman, Dolores, is saying, I'm going to also reveal some financial, embezzlement, or some money you stole or you hid, and that's also bad for him, for his reputation. And then when Clifford says, I would make him confess, he says, well, he may forget. And that's not cinema, that's real life. In real life, people do things and they hide them. And they forget the remorse, their conscience. We say we have a conscience. Our conscience punishes us. We are tortured because we say, oh, what did I do? We cannot sleep at night. I mean, he cannot sleep at night because he imagines the woman who was killed. He didn't do it himself. That was in a way clever because he made somebody else do it so that he... But then he went, remember, to the house and saw the dead woman. In the other film, Match Point, the guy does it himself. He kills, and not only he kills one, he kills more people. So, how to live a life with regret and remorse. Then, crime not punished Is crime without punishment possible?